I had an instant moment of just, I can't believe I just did that. So in recent YouTube videos, the top comment that we always see is, what happened to Cameron's thumb? And is it okay? And what's the deal, pretty much? And I've addressed it in a few comments, but there's still so many comments on every video that I felt the need to finally formally address it with its own story video. So right now it's actually not bandaged. You can see it's kind of disgusting. The nail is halfway coming off and it's not very glamorous. But yeah, so I wish I had a really cool story of how I crushed my nail and almost broke my finger and have essentially disabled myself for the last 8 weeks, but I don't. This story all begins with me trying to go and get the Speed Cube Shop BMW M3 ready for a race event. So if you guys do not really know cars, you would not know that the older early 2000s BMWs are made of primarily metal. So the doors are full metal, they're very heavy, and they have lots of momentum when you close them versus newer cars or Japanese cars that are typically aluminum and are very light and kind of take some effort to actually shut. So I am very delicate with my vehicles and just anything that I really own. I take lots of pride in them and I like to make sure they are treated with respect. So this tale all begins with me driving over to my mom's house on a nice Saturday morning to go and work on the car. All of my tools and stuff are still over there, so I pretty much burden her with all of my car chores, so to speak. I get out of the car, and for some reason, I'm getting out of the driver's side, and I'm holding the door like this because I don't want it to slam, because again, it's a frameless window, so I hate when it kind of slams and like you can feel the whole window like rattle. So I'm holding the door like this, and I guess that somewhere along the line of me getting out of the vehicle, I just forgot when I was closing the door to move my thumb out of the crack. So I ended up kind of slamming, because I was kind of like on a hill, so the door kind of closed a little bit more quickly on its own. So I ended up kind of like slamming my thumb right in between the door frame and the door, and I got it kind of right about here, like between the joint and the nail, I would guess. And I had an instant moment of just, I can't believe I just did that. And you instantly feel the throbbing comes on, and I'm looking down, already seeing the blood coming up on the nail. And so I know that, okay, I probably, crushed it, but I didn't really close it that hard, so it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe I'll just ice it and then I'll be good to go in like an hour or so. And boy, was I mistaken. So I go inside my mom's house and I'm like holding my thumb like, Mom, help me. I need some ice or some mom recipes that you have. So I'm soaking my finger in ice and trying to kind of get it cold like I guess you're supposed to do. And I'm sitting there for about 20 minutes icing it. And my car is parked on the street, by the way, at this point, because I had to kind of move her car out and move all the tools. So I'm sitting there icing my thumb, and I'm thinking to myself that, I should probably go move the car into the driveway or somewhere, because people kind of drive crazy in my mom's neighborhood. Lots of young kids in there that drive pretty fast. So as I'm walking out to the car, I'm walking out and see the neighbors backing out of their driveway. And they're backing straight out and just back right into my car. So I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. This is just a day in the life of Cameron, pretty much. Backed straight up into my car, and luckily the damage wasn't too bad, but they did scrape up the rear bumper and put a few nice scratches into it. I'm just counting my blessings that they didn't crack the taillight or any of the plastic trunk trims. So it kind of was a bummer, and the lady that hit it, her husband had just passed away like a week before. So I definitely did not want to be the guy who kind of adds on to that. And I've known her since I was like literally a kid, probably 8-9 years old. So I turned the other cheek and let it go. But it definitely kind of sucked that not only did I crush my thumb and my car got hit. So I go home and I'm driving, it's a stick shift vehicle. So I'm like trying to figure out how to shift it without my thumb hurting. Because anytime I would move the shift knob, my thumb would just pulse in lots of pain. get home, prop up my arm, try to keep it elevated, and the whole day was in just tons and tons and tons of pain. And long story short, here we are 8 weeks later. The nail's doing some funky stuff. It started like separating and coming off, and I had to go to an urgent care, and they like massacred my thumb. I went in there just to have it x-rayed to make sure it wasn't like fully broken or too damaged, and they end up like poking 2 holes in the nail to drain out the blood, and they move away all the old skin, and it looked like something out of a zombie movie. Maybe we'll put a shot up on screen now, like a viewer discretion advised before it goes up, but it has definitely been a journey, and it has taught me the value of my right thumb. But luckily now it's doing a lot better. The nail is literally halfway on there. So I'm just gonna try to cut it or pull it off and hope that I can kind of keep growing the new nail and resume my normal life. But yeah, I definitely learned that day how valuable your right thumb is. So thank you all who have been so concerned about my well-being in the comment section or emails even. I really do appreciate it. Feeling a lot better, still not 100%, so I appreciate you bearing with me because typing has definitely been a chore. So thank you all again, and I'll see you all in hopefully a more